question remains, where does he say I'm God, or where he says worship me, or where does he say that I and God Almighty are one and the same thing? Is there a single Christian who can give me a verse that me and God Almighty are one and the same thing?
Now, the New Testament explains to us why he never said these words in this exact same order. I am God. If you read Philippians chapter 2, verse 9 and verse 10, you'll see that God the Father greatly exalted Jesus, gave him a name above every name. Now, the Bible tells us why the Father greatly exalted Jesus and gave him this name above every name. Philippians chapter 2 and from verse 6 to verse 8, the Bible tells us that Jesus, being in the very nature God, but even though he was in the very nature God, he didn't feel robbed, he didn't feel dishonored, he didn't feel disrespected to become a man. Rather, he humbled himself and became man. So the Bible here is explaining to us Jesus never ever said, I am God, because of his humility. Now, the New Testament Gospels definitely tells us that even though he didn't use these exact same words, he definitely conveyed to us that he is God. Let's look at John chapter 14 and verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Jesus is telling his disciples, I'm going to tell you something that's going to shock you, that is going to trouble them, that will shake the very foundations of their faith. The people believed in God the Father as the only God. Jesus is going to tell the people that he is God. Jesus says, if you believe in God, believe in me. Jesus was saying, you worship the Father, you believe in the Father, believe in me. Jesus was putting himself and the Father on the same worship platform. Jesus told the people, let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe in me. Jesus was saying, I am God.